everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a quick get ready with me for a school tutorial. It's going to be very simple, very basic. I am going to be using some high-end products, but you can substitute them for any of your favorite drugstore. Also, comment down below if you want me to do a strictly drugstore tutorial for back to school. I can do that as well. I am currently covered up to my elbows with swatches because I just came from Ulta, I will talk about those in my lippy video. I'm going to be doing a review on some of the lipsticks that I've accumulated recently, so you guys can see those. But yeah, so ignore the swatches for now. That's going to be next video. I already got started. I already did my foundation. My foundation is Superbalanced Silk by Clinique, and the color is Bare. I did my concealer. This is the concealer you guys see me use all the time. The Instant Concealer by Clarins. It's not my most favorite thing in the world, but currently this is the best thing I have. I am going to be picking up some other ones soon, I promise. And as a base, you can actually use your concealer, but I use the La Base, God, I don't know how to pronounce it, Pro, whatever, by Lancome. Let me just show you guys. Hopefully that's not like shining away. In 01, there's like 5 shades. I used like the lightest one. So I did pick up a new base. Alright, so let's get started. I am going to be doing my brows. I am again using the same brow pencil I've been using. However, I did get a thin version of this. I'm just waiting to finish this. I know I'm one of those lazy YouTubers that just waits for the products to finish because I don't feel like I want to waste any. But don't worry, I'll be introducing new products all the time. I just haven't had the time yet to go out and grab some things. I did go to Ulta to check out the NYX color corrector that I promised you guys about with the comparison to the Naked, Urban Decay Naked color corrector. And honestly, I couldn't find any shade that was close to the Naked. The Naked is very kind of like a pinky peach, whereas the closest thing to NYX was actually more like an orangey shade, and it wasn't just an actual concealer, so it wasn't like really a color corrector, but it was a concealer. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I didn't end up grabbing it just because I don't think it would be fair to match them against each other because I couldn't find the appropriate shade. However, I will most likely be picking up the Naked color corrector in peach or in pink. I don't know how pink is gonna look underneath my eyes, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling. Of course, I'm not gonna stop babbling. Just kidding. I'm gonna be setting my face with some powder. You can use whatever powder you like. I'm using the Sephora loose powder, smoothing translucent setting powder. I'm just using a regular blush brush or a face powder blush, whatever you like to call it. I like to set everything. You don't have to set anything, especially because the foundation is kind of like it's weird to say, but it's a radiant matte finish. So it's more like a satin finish. But I just like everything set. I don't know. Unless it's one of those days where I want to be super radiant and I'm actually using a radiant foundation. I like everything set. Yeah. My under eye circles have not been getting any better. Of course, it doesn't help that I haven't been using my eye cream. I think this shade of foundation is a bit too dark for me, so I have to go out and get a different one. It's called Shell, I think. That's the color under it. Yeah, we'll pee. It's okay. So let's go in with some eyeshadows. I'm going to be using Lancome Color Design Cafe Creme as a base.
So I'm just literally brushing it all over my lid like a lazy person with my finger. And honestly, you could just leave it at this, because if you don't want to go further than this, if you got like very limited time in the morning you like to sleep in, go for it. I'm gonna go a bit further. I'm doing off the rack. I don't know if I showed the other one real quick. My bad. That is Cafe Creme. This is off the rack metallic. Again, I'm going in with my finger. It's a really pretty highlighty shade. For me, I feel like it really wakens me up. It makes me look very, you know, not like I was just staying up all night, even though I never stay up. Fun fact, if you guys really care, we probably don't, but I never do all-nighters. You know what I do? Instead, I go to sleep really freaking early, like around 9, when I have to study, and then I wake up around 4 or 5 a.m., and then I study. It's weird, but that's the only way I can cram. Anyway, moving on with life. I am going in with Waif. It's a matte brownie shade, and it's perfect because it's neutral, so it works pretty much for anybody, so it's not too orangey or anything. I'm just using a blending brush. You can use whatever brush you want. And I'm going in with my crease. Honestly, I wore makeup in middle school, but I didn't know anything about makeup, so I looked ridiculous. I had like bright ass blue eyeshadow. Like I don't even remember where I got it from. It was some drugstore. And yeah, and really dark black liner, but just underneath my eyes. So I was a hot mess in middle school. So maybe if you're watching this and you want to wear makeup in middle school, if your mom's letting you, or you just don't care anymore, this is a nice look. Just saying. Don't do what I did. I didn't look good. Next, I'm going in with Vintage, also matte. Now these are all singles. They retail for $20. I know that's probably a ton. For you guys out there in college or high school. Again, you can replace this with any similar, like Wet n Wild has a ton of these different ones, Revlon, Maybelline, any palette really. A ton of these are all pretty much neutral shades. You can get a single of a nice sparkly shade. So what I'm doing is just outlining a little bit of my eyeball with the Waif. I'm using actually a flat brush, just like this. All I'm doing is going near my lash line and just filling this in this part right here, just like that. So it gives you just a little bit more depth into your eye. I'm going to go just a little bit, not too crazy on the bottom, on the rim. Plus this saves you money because you don't have to use a eyeliner every single day. And if you get a palette that has multiple dark shades, you can switch off whatever liner you want. You can also use any shade as wet, so just wet your brush a little bit. It will help the color be more intense. And there you go. And I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit. Not too crazy. Alright. Next thing I'm going to be, dropped something. I'm going to be going in with my Chubby Lash Mascara. Again, when I was in middle school and high school, I wore Maybelline like crazy. The yellow, I forgot what it's called. It's like 8 times the volume or something like that. That's the mascara I wore. I have nothing against drugstore mascaras, it's just that their longevity is limited. But if you're just starting out with makeup, it's not a big deal. I would, if you're starting out with makeup, I would not go high end unless you've got the money to spend. Honestly, I wouldn't spend it on makeup. I started
I started most of my, expensive makeup buying as I went into college. Ugh, I'm a klutz. Into college, and I actually got a job in cosmetics. Prior to that, I was strictly drugstore because all these prices seemed ridiculous to me. Now, who would pay $20 for a single eyeshadow, right? And then you started working in the industry, and you're like, huh, that's not bad. I know it sounds ridiculous, right? Anybody who works for a makeup industry or a makeup brand is absolutely nuts. Trust me. Because I'm a beauty consultant. I'm not gonna tell you for which line, but there we go. So yeah, I just did 2 coats. You can do 1 coat, whatever. Gives you a nice lift. I'm actually gonna be going back in with that off the rack, the shimmery shade. If I can find what that is. Here we go. And I'm gonna be just using a bit on my finger and going in underneath. Oh, see? It's like this happened to me all the time. I'm sorry I swore. I don't usually swear. Yeah. Let me, real quick, grab my little handy dandy, if I can find it. There we go. This is like my favorite tool of all time. I was stranded on an island with all my makeup and no tools. I would grab this. Honestly. Okay. So mascara is done. I'm gonna go in and use a little bit of cream blush. This is a Clarins cream blush in rosewood. You can use whatever blush you want. I just think this is nice and quick. You don't need a brush. Plus, you can take it with you in your backpack or purse, whatever you carry around, pocket, and do touch-ups throughout the day if that's important to you. Okay, I'm not gonna do bronzer because, who's got time for that? I did. I woke up early to do my makeup. That's the most ridiculous part of all. Next I'm going in for my lips, Pink Berry Creme, Long Lasting Lipstick Rouge. Again, I'll have it down below. This is Estee Lauder. It's a nude. It's a nice nude. I noticed that people stare at you in the hallway if you're wearing bright lips, but I'm like, later on I'm just like, whatever. Oh, my phone's ringing. Okay. Let me get it before I get censored. So, some of the other lip products and eye products that I would recommend if you're just starting out with makeup is M.A.C. But however, I wouldn't recommend all M.A.C shades in the world. I will link down below which ones I think you should get started with, which ones are good. If you believe me or not, there's a quality difference between the different M.A.C eyeshadows. So they're not all the same good quality. There are some that are good, some that suck. It's just, yeah. So I did my fair portion of trying, and I did my fair portion of actually liking. So the best bet for you is to get one of these, the 4-pan, and maybe ask this for your birthday or save up, whatever you do. Just grab it. One of these quads, fill it up with some of the similar eyeshadows that I showed you, and you can do every single day a different look. You can go smoky if you're going out with friends or whatever. Also, I've been loving this Stila liquid lip. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to be talking about that in my lippies. So yes, this one is really good. Roomiest Rose by Clinique, Chubbies. These are also really good. They're not too expensive. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you like these type of videos. Like the video if you like this look. And also comment down below if you have any questions for me or any comments. So I'll see you guys in my next video.